Going to Eastern Michigan, which was 514 miles away for me, 8 hours, it really forced me to make a life choice of, what's important to me? Is it the going out every Saturday after games, partying, living the lifestyle most college kids do? Or am I actually gonna better myself in these 4 years to turn life what it's meant to be? And that's something I'm really grateful for, that the Lord led me down that path and I met a lot of great people. Sports has taught me that it's all about the process and not necessarily the results, to not be too results oriented. I hit a little bit of a rut with my kicking where I put together a 4-game stretch where I missed a kick in each of those 4 games, and average was starting to go down. And it's when stuff starts to go wrong, it's really easy to dwell on it and not have a positive mindset, and sort of continue down that spiral path. But I think looking at how this relates to life even is that trusting my process to know that what I do works, what I do on the field doesn't define me as a person, and not to put more weight on it than it's actually worth is something that helped get me out of those little ruts. Obviously there's a time and place when it comes time to perform on Saturdays where results are the only thing that matter. But other than those 12, 13 Saturdays out of the year, it's all about the process, both in life, on the field, every aspect. It's all about the process and knowing I'm more than just a football kicker. Is what really helped get me out of those 2 little ruts. Early on in my college career, I wasn't as close to the Lord as I am now, and even the last couple years, but as I started to grow in my relationship with the Lord, kicking somehow got easier, and not necessarily for the sole fact that God was making my kicks go in because I read my Bible twice a week, but more so I just understood my purpose for life, and it took that extra pressure off my shoulders. I'm not necessarily playing for everyone else that's in the stadium, but more so an audience of one. And it was 3 years ago now, the COVID season, when I started writing on my wrist, "By grace through faith." And that's something that I didn't write the full, I just write BGTF, just to sort of have something to know God's with me on the field, and just not to lose sight in what's really important. When I get nervous, when I get anxious, I think anyone that says they're not nervous when they go out to kick is lying to you, but it's acknowledging that nervousness and anxiousness and just taking it on for what it is that God put me in this situation to use the gift that He gave me to bring glory to Him. FCA definitely helped me grow in my faith in my time at Maryland, based off of just allowing me to have a group of people that are wanting to strive to grow close to the Lord, that in the same way that I am. And I think it's always really special when you have people such as, not people in general, but also high-level athletes at the Division I level that are trying to also grow in their faith as well as be the best athletes that they can be. And just seeing those common trends between athletes, it's neat, because a lot of times I think it's not talked about enough that we're all in this together and we're all trying to accomplish the same thing. People are all who they surround themselves with, and that's something, especially coming to Maryland, it could have easily went the other way, where if I didn't get involved with FCA early, I could have really grown apart from the Lord, and that's something long run I certainly would have regretted. I would probably fall into the path of the typical college kid of, let's go out and party 3 days out of the week or more, like let's go indulge in the stuff that's semi-superficial in terms of happiness, whereas now I feel like I have true happiness in who I am, what I do, and how I do it, because it's all through the Lord, whereas otherwise I'd be doing it for all the wrong reasons.